Hi everybody, welcome back to Alan Wake Remastered. We are gonna go back into episode 4. I hope to finish the second half today, based on the number of manuscript pages. So we've just escaped the lodge, we're in the garden still, so we're still technically on the grounds, and I think we're trying to meet up with Barry and avoid the darkness, and yeah, don't know what's happened to Hartman yet. We will see if we find out if he's around. Let's go into it. Right, had I got this stuff? No. So it's after I got the checkpoint, I suppose. Right, so I was gonna have... Is that gun not fully reloaded? Yeah, it is. Okay. Did I just see something here? Emil made me do it. Made Tom do it, sorry. Emil made Tom do it. So that does reinforce my ideas of him manipulating things back then, and Cynthia, because she's clearly on the writing them, being involved in that, I guess. Oh, whoa! Excuse me. Yeah, Jay, where did you come from? I'm gonna walk off the cliff if I'm not careful. Reload. All these all stumbly. Thank you. I got promised a stash with that yellow mark. Where is it? That way? Yeah, there it is. I see it. Okay. This is good though. The stash is good. So she's been putting things around everywhere for me, which I have no complaints over. Let's reload that. Got a flare gun now. That's what we like. Don't know if I got any normal ammo. I didn't see it. Is that the birds I can hear? Yeah, I'm just gonna check there's nothing out here whilst we're here. Oof, that startled me, having those guys there. I heard somebody nattering, but I thought he was further away than that, and then having somebody right behind me was what spooked me. I'm not gonna sprint because I'm saving my stamina. Okay, well, that might mean I might get attacked for a second. Oh, did I have to go through here? Oh, there's like bushes. Am I going the right way? I'm assuming so. I don't know for sure. I'm assuming so. No, that's the wrong way again. So that's where I just was. How am I getting out of here then? Was there something down here that I missed? Oh. This bit. This very simple path that I did not go. Okay. Well, I've got some good stash now. Oh, there's more stuff here, look. Things! There's somebody over there. There's noises. I know there's things there still, but I just saw that page. And I want to get it before I forget about it. Okay.
Hartman
Page
watched
number 1.
as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time.
I was gonna say,
but
how
with a
did
little time, he could break Wake down,
that happened?
give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising
Oh, yeah, 'cause I
subject
punched
he'd
him,
had.
didn't I?
Well,
Okay.
since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Gross. So, Emil made Tom do it. So did Tom figure out how to stop what Emil was up to, and it took him out of the game, as it were? Are you going to attack me? You don't look like... Oh, you are Barry. You right, Barry? Hi.
You're alive! Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Can you open this gate? Maybe.
Well, hurry up about it, will you? Because I think I'm about to get attacked.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Barry?
I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Awesome. I can see that guy coming, look. Someone with an axe, someone else with an axe. I can't move right now. There's all these people around me, and I don't appreciate
Hurry
that
up, Barry.
one bit.
I'm on it! I'm on it!
Do you know what? Where? I didn't kill him. Ah! Oh, jeez. I can't. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out. Yeah. That didn't work. Why did he come into my flare? I thought they weren't supposed to come into my flare. Okay, I'm gonna drop a flare, and then I'll get my flare gun, and I'm gonna shoot at that big guy. I did think I did take out some of the smaller ones, so that's
Hurry up,
good,
Barry.
right?
I'm on it! I'm on it!
Kill that guy. Yoy! That's a big guy. I don't want to deal with him. Don't want to deal with him. Can you hurry up, Barry, please? Oh, he's not down. I thought he was. Uh-oh.
No, wait, that's a twig.
Yeah! Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm panicking. Where's my shotgun?
Here it is! Al, I found the key!
Reload. Hurry up, man! Oh. Thank you. Wish the door was open. But yay! Yeah, take them all down.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest. You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon,
I
sign.
think that's a good
We're
plan,
going
Barry.
to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that.
Why
you know
there,
what?
though?
You owe me
Just 'cause
big
they
time
told me
for
to
this.
go there?
When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says. I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
There's the bye-bye lodge. It's very dark. So we don't necessarily have to deal with Hartman at the end of this. I hope we don't have to deal with Thor and Odin. I hope they don't get taken.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's
This was
going
not
down.
why
That's
the
a
darkness
fact.
is attacking
I'm on
me,
board,
though.
man. I'm with you.
I think
The
you'd be trying to
Andersons
capture
knew
me.
about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
Hit the brakes. Ouch. That better not mean I've lost all my stuff again. Not that I had a huge amount left.
Damn it, Al, talk to me.
I'm alright, I think. Bit of a limp, maybe. Very lucky, this guy is very lucky.
I
Okay.
had lost my gun in the crash.
Ah,
Barry was nowhere to be seen.
no torch either. Is that the crash down there? Why are we all the way up here? How do we fall out? Do
Barry!
you not have your seatbelt on?
Barry!
Oh, it's a truck.
man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way! Man, what a drop! Don't worry, the cutout is fine. Get that! Are you okay? I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall.
Yeah, there's like a path coming around though, so.
Ah! Ow! There's something moving down here! Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry! Oh, yeah! Barry, are you alright?
He's down there.
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
I like Barry. I really hope he doesn't die. I'm like super worried about Barry. He needs to survive, please. Oh,
You're gonna have
is that
to
the
find
farm?
a way around to the farmhouse. I'll be waiting.
Okay, you be careful.
Barry, just
So was
wait
that
for
the
me,
bit-
okay?
The page
Al,
thing.
I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up.
Okay,
Don't
get
worry
lots of
about it.
lights.
I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo.
This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with
Just
Barry.
gonna double check there's not anything out here. Yeah, I think it's ooh, dangerous. There he is, look. He's got a much easier path than we do though. Is that the light over there? Be gone, birds. Don't bother me while I've got nothing. I don't even have a torch right now. Are we back near the mines again? Is that what this is? No, thank you. Not today. What's all this stuff? Stop it! No throwing barrels at me. I don't have anything to dodge them with. More wheelbarrows. Oh, there's a light over there. Wow, I'm terrible at timing the dodging of that. It's because he doesn't react very quickly when you're, Oh, I'm on the wrong side, aren't I? When you're doing things. Can I go down here? Oh, it's a page. Oh, I'm glad I turned that light on. No. I don't know whether to go in here or not. Barrels and everything are twitching around at me. Like, I want the page, but also my lights just got out.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he
Oh.
saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
What was his friend's name? Danny or something? Was it him? Because Walt was the guy who was in the jail cell, wasn't he? He fought his friend. It's stuck a little bit right now. Something over there that... What's that? Flickering. Is that a thermos? Oh no! My things! There's no way to avoid that. Ow! Can't jump up things. Oh, goodness sake, really? I'm not even touching you. Okay, I'm dead. I didn't think that thermos is worth it. Hopefully I've still got the page. Do I not have the page? Do I gotta go back and get the page? That was the page, wasn't it? So I still got the page, it's just chucked me really far back. Okay, that's fine. As long as I don't have to go back and get it. I don't care. I wonder what else is in that section though. It feels significant enough to stop and look for things. Kind of avoid that bit. Might be able to pop up the stairs over there and grab the stuff I was going to say, but... How are you supposed to not get killed by these things when there's so many of them around? Uh-oh. I think I just need to leave right now. There's too many things that can kill me right now. Oh no. Ah, that one's definitely gonna kill me. Just keep dodging, just keep dodging. Ow, that one was right in my path and I couldn't dodge it. Ow! I'm dead. I can't. How are you supposed to do this without a torch? I don't even have a flare or anything, do I? It's just a case of, like, literally having to avoid them. I think it was less dangerous to actually go up and around, maybe. I don't know. maybe I just can go straight forwards and ignore that section up there. Because, let's face it, I don't actually need to go up there right now. I don't know how that didn't hit me. Those things are all going to come alive and hit me. Because that was the stuff that all just did come alive to try and hit me. Oh no, that one did though. 2 of them. 3 of them. Ow. Okay. You can hit me like that. I just don't know how to dodge them best. I feel like I've just got to run until I get to another checkpoint. Whoa, what was that? I've got my page, so I don't have to worry about that bit. That's a checkpoint.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Is that what this is? Time hole. There's no power to it though. Oh, stairs here though. There's anything in there. It is dark. There's a page. Just double check I've still got the other page when I'm up here. It seems to be sort of safe right now.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed
Oh,
outrider.
there you go.
The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
I wonder when we'll find out why.
I hope there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
There's one there. I'm just wondering if there's anything out here. So I can get out here currently. And I don't think there's too many things to fly at me. Smack me. Doesn't look like there's anything out here. Okay. Is there anything behind this? Nope. Okay. I guess they're not going to give me any supplies yet, because... Oh, maybe there's one in there now. Haha. Do you think there's anything elsewhere that would be worth looking for? This just looks blocked off, doesn't it? So, probably not. Okay. Let's see what they've got in store for us in here then.
I could sense the movement in
is
the
that a
woods
torch?
ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Trust no one in the dark. Yeah, I've got that already, thanks. So what do we do here? We just have to make our way through and slow them down and run, I guess? Oh, it's one of those jittery ones. Okay, run for the light. Use this. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Ah, damn it. I'm not going to be able to do it. No, no. There was batteries there. There was batteries there. There was stuff. There was stuff and things. I should have run there faster. I'm just going to let them kill me because then I can hopefully run there and use it before they turn up.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead.
Hopefully.
Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
It's going to help that I pressed the wrong blimmin' button. Okay. Where was that? Over here somewhere. Just charge. Try and make it. Keep running. Keep running. Keep running faster. Oh, come on! I totally hit that. That's not fair. I definitely hit that. That's so not fair. I don't know the best way of doing it. I can blind them, I suppose, and then
sense
run.
the movement in the woods ahead.
Because that slows
Facing
them
the
down a
enemy
little bit,
without a
doesn't it?
weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
But they're making me learn strategies. If I can run as close as I can get, and then I'll try and blind them. And then... run. And then... No! Stop! Press the wrong button! Ah! It's not gonna work. I can't do it. I just don't have the time. Oh, they're everywhere. Oh no, I'm never gonna make it. I'm never gonna make it! Oh, there's one enemy. Where did he come from? Get up the thing! Get up there, get up there, get up there! Yeah, checkpoint! Ha! Suck it. Oh, I want the batteries that I don't have now, though. Damn it. I wonder if I could go back for them. What do you reckon? I'm at a checkpoint, so even if I die, I'll be back here, I suppose. Let's see. I don't like abandoning things when I know that there's stuff there. I know that's not at all how you're supposed to have done that bit. But it did the trick. Yeah, see, they got now. If I can light this now. Oh, I had to do it 3 times. I would never have done that in time. I've got some batteries anyway. Think there's anything out there worth looking for? Probably not. Probably will just use up my resources if I try. Although it might be alright now because I made it across to that one. Have a bit of a breather before I go on. Oh. You'd think after, what, like a week or so, however long he's been running around, he'd have a little bit more stamina by now. He does not. The farm is still so far away. Is that Walter?
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
That is probably Walter. It'd be nice if it was Barry, because then I'd know he's safe. But I doubt it. Oh, campsite. It's a heavy duty thing. Right, let me pick some of this stuff up before I pick that up. Because I quite like having the light just being there. Sucks to be you, whoever was here though, because I don't think you guys had a good time. Right, we'll have a heavy duty torch. I think we should just take them both. Don't leave one behind. You can have a 2-handed torch. And by that I mean there's a torch in each hand. But it just came out wrong. Okay. 6 batteries. This torch didn't help whoever was camping here, so...
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
See the damage soon? What do you mean? Uh-oh. I was thinking, where the hell am I going? Possessed gates. I don't want to go in it. I don't like not having stuff. Oh.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
So Zane...
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Oh. So Zane's been dropping the pages. Oh no. Does that mean I've missed another one? Or is
The
it doing
dark
what it did
presence
before?
followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chain to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
I don't know whether to... I don't think there's anywhere I can go back to look at. I reckon it's doing that thing that it just did a minute ago. Well, not a minute ago. The last thing. Where... Because I looked, sort of... This is out here. Could be out here. Let me get this stuff that I can see sitting here first. Oh. No. Yeah, these aren't good for me. Bear traps. That's what these are on here. Dang it. Can I avoid those? One of them could be an actual page though. Let me just check up here. Because there could be some caches as well. Weapons. Got some flares at least. That's a lot of traps on the floor. So if they flicker away, they're not a page. That's definitely a trap. Is that a trap? Okay. There's a lot of traps around here. Who's laying all these? I don't know whether it's safe to walk or not. Doesn't seem to be any traps up here. Maybe this is safe. But then I don't know if I should follow the path because there could be a page down there. Which way am I supposed to be going? That way, towards the light. Let me just look up here first and then we'll go down and snoop through that stuff. It doesn't exactly look very put together, that place. Do you want to go over there? It's gonna make me. There's loads of places I can go out here. Okay, let's go to this place and see what is here. There's a canister, thermos. Power's down. Uh-oh. Hold on. Yeah. I don't think so.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching
Taken
the
our
farm.
field of darkness. Yeah, I know about that. Thank you. There's a lot of shotgun ammo. So Cynthia's helping me out again. So I'm assuming she's done it. Where was that thermos? Oh, there's a page. And that's the missing one. Okay,
The
cool.
storm
So it's
raged
no
on as
longer
the
going to be
Anderson
exactly in
brothers
order.
walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades
Ooh,
before.
that's cool. Maybe they could be my allies. How do I get that? Do I have to like shoot it off or something? No. Oh, can I go up this? Maybe I can go up this. Doesn't seem like it. How are you meant to get that thermos? Is there something inside that I could like jump up? There's a second floor. Maybe I can go around the back or something. Oh, there are stairs. So I wasted a shot. And I shouldn't have done it. Oy, 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 oy. Is that a trap? It's a trap. I don't want to waste my ammo getting bloody thermoses. Don't run on the trap. Does that just go back in here? Don't think I want to be in here. Let me out. Okay. I have a shotgun, I have 3 flares, I have a heavy duty torch. I have a nice safe light. Okay. Feel mildly able to do things. Is that a page or a trap? Trap! Lots of traps. There's gonna be traps everywhere. Can they take and run in the traps? I prefer that. Rather them than me, right? No. So are these like the hunters that have set all these traps or something? Is that what we're thinking? Oops, that didn't work. I get thrown off sometimes about where he's actually aiming. I've only got 4 shots left. And I need to avoid the traps because that will bring more of them after me. I don't know whether to just try and run away. Problem is I'm going to run into the traps if I do that, aren't I? Go into the light. Quick, run to the light. Woo! Ah! Where did that guy come from? I always made it. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to just run. I've got flippin' flares. Gotta remember I got flares. Okay. Try not to waste my shots. Try not to waste my shots. I almost made it to the light, though. Almost, almost. Oh, he didn't die. Reload. Let's try to go a bit further along without getting in the traps. Oh, they come back too quick. They come back too quick. There's no way I can deal with all these guys. How are you supposed to deal with them? Like, there's too many of them. Too many and not enough ammo. I've got 4 shots left. There were a lot more than 4 guys over there. If I can drop a flare and run to the light, I was going to say. It's a checkpoint. They can't get me. Right? Made it? Probably shouldn't have wasted that flare. I hope there was no treasure out there. There's no way.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
There's something on the table in there. Okay. Oh. Well, they can't come in that way, but they could be in the house already. My gun's reload as much as possible.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
It's fine.
No! Danny, you're not! Please!
The front door was locked.
It's fine.
I'm dying!
They're just playing. I'm not going upstairs without getting everything I can possibly get out of this house. I can't save him. I'm not going to fall for that. I know I can't save him. 2 doors. He's going to be in whatever one I don't pick. Probably. Okay, it's in this one. Ready for him to make me jump? Oh,
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went
Went out the window,
to
did
the
he?
farm again for the moonshine, you know?
How'd that
Makes you
pan out for
see.
you?
They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap
That'd be ours.
anyway?
Apparently. So, Walter's dead? Investigate the cabin. Already did. The light's gone off outside, which means the darkness has probably come inside. Oh, that door wasn't open a second ago. There's a TV in here.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice.
Obviously.
It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way. Near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
Ooh. So, originally we weren't in the story, and he's added us into it to be able to escape and control it a bit more, which explains why we're getting attacked and everything. Because reload.
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
That was Danny, was it? Danny was big. Can I go out now? Do I have to go out the window? Okay. Can I go out this door? Is that where I came in? I've forgotten which way around I came in.
I could climb out through the broken window. The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Yellow dots. Deer. Flare gun, flashbang. Nice. That is what we like to see. A little bit more stocked up, which means they're probably going to take it all away from me. Any minute now. Just make sure there's no pages hidden around anywhere. So, keys. Did you say we needed keys, or we have keys? Ah, so this is not the side I came in. Okay.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
So I wonder if Hartman found any pages before we arrived. And that's... Or did he only find them after we arrived? If he found any. Because Mott found some, so Hartman must have known, right? But they might have only appeared afterwards, and then he was like, aha, this is definitely the subject I need, or something. You know. Toilet. There's nothing in there I need. Okay, let's get in the car. Hopefully the keys are in the car, because my brain's flapping a bit when you said about something.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
What's that? Oh, is that thermos? Out of Rick. Out of the car, please. Surprised I didn't get attacked there. That's very much expecting that to be a trap. Okay, so keep an eye out just in case there's any structures along the sides. We've got like TVs. I haven't had a radio actually for ages. I don't think we've seen one this episode. There was the recording, but not a radio. It was TV. I'm really expecting to get attacked. That's why I'm going so slowly right now. We obviously have to go this way. I'm also just looking to see if I can spot anything that might go off the beaten track. It's kind of hard to see in the dark as to whether or not there's actually anything out there. That's where I'm going, isn't it? So there's no point in going down there. Shut off. I wonder if I can go anywhere else. I should go anywhere else. We're gonna get completely mullered down here, aren't we? What the heck was that? That was like a tornado-y thing. Oh. Trying to blast him, didn't I? Should I deal with these guys before going to the park, do you think? Probably. Oops, that's a hay bale. Stop damaging my car. I might need it. Where are they? Oh, this one. Oh, he's already depoofed. Can't currently see. It's down. Okay. Makes me feel a bit safer not having them around. So I can't go through there with my car. Do I need to go through there? Looks like it. Let's just make sure there's nothing out here that I can see. Hiding in the fields anywhere? Can't see any shinies. Kind of hard to tell when it's all lightning and stuff. I think I just gotta leave my car here, unfortunately. But it served me well. So thank you, car, for your services. Wish me luck. Probably gonna need it. That's not gonna come alive, is it? I don't want to be dealing with a living digger. Oh, you can give it to me. Can I kill this? Is it actually moving or just staying over there? Yeah. It's not just a typewriter brand. I don't know what that means. What's not just a typewriter brand? What would I do? I use my shotgun. Is that typewriter brand? Did we talk about my torch? I don't know typewriter brands, so that doesn't help me. Checkpoint. 4 rounds left in my shotgun. Could just drop into there. Potentially. Do you think there's anything down there? Apart from bad guys? It's almost certainly gonna be bad guys. Oh, I have to go in there. This way's blocked. Okay. So what have I got? I've got still a couple of flares. A revolver. I've got flashbang as well. Remember, I've got a flashbang. Currently got my flares equipped. Let's just check around. Is there a door there? Just make sure I can't get in there. Could be a thing. Could be a thing. Oh, I got hit by the windmill. The windmill better not come alive. Where am I even trying to get to? The actual house? Or should I be checking out these buildings and stuff? Because it could be like weapons. Oh, caches. Out here, I was going to say. Although the last couple I feel like I've lost more than I've gained from going to them. Got another flashbang. Nice. Some more flare. Also nice to like my flares. They make me much happier. I feel like a friggin' son of a... Somebody else there. Yeah, you run. You run, mister. Uh-oh. So... Used up all my shotgun, but I got some flare gun, and that will probably be useful against whatever the big bad is that gets me in here. Got 4 flares, right? Yeah, okay. Wants me to go that way. Something flickering over there. A thermos?
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Okay, let's just explore. Oh, everything else I was going to say before we go to the stage.
Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
Barry! Oh! That's awesome!
Damn.
The dragon. That was awesome.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot.
Oh, okay. This is also...
We have to fight them off!
I don't know if I'll be able to include the bloody music though, because it might get claimed. This is stop.
I'm trying to get the stage lights on.
Heavy duty lantern. Ah! Flip the switch because this guy's hit me. Do you mind? I want the lantern. Hurry up! Switch to your lantern.
Here we go! Barry Wheeler to the rescue!
Where else are they? Oh, there's like ammo and stuff in here. Yeah! Let's pick up the shotgun ammo. Come back to shotgun. Whoa! My instinct is to shoot them, and it doesn't help when they're these guys. Because, they charge at you. Okay. Oh, I don't know who's got bloody shadowy defences and not at the moment. Ah! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Ah! Yeah, I got screwed. I got really confused about who had a shadow and who didn't, so I wasn't shooting people.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Johnson.
Right, let me swap. Oh, I've got to deal with that first wave again. Switch. Yeah, I like it.
Hold on, I'll try to get the stage lights on.
Flashbangs. I do want that other torch as well, but nice.
Here we go.
Reload.
I'll get them working again. I promise.
I feel like I'm gonna miss stuff because I got on the stage too quick. Fire! I can't see anything! Oh, the light went! The light went!
Doing this to me. Do it for Barry, please, please, please.
It's like I can't see. Oh, this is long. Is it just those two though? No.
Please don't let me die here. Although if I'm right, this is pretty much how I always wanted to go out. Rock and roll! Woo! Wow! This is the most awesome moment of our life. They are trying to kill us.
Yeah,
That's the high point of my life. Really?
that's cool though.
Children of the God! Enjoy it! God damn it!
How many more are there? This doesn't really help, I can't see. What's going on? Is that it?
Oh! Did I see it?
Need stuff. Ah! Bastard! I can't! Whoa! Did we need that? Oh, is that a page? That was a page. There's a page over there. I need it.
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Get to the Anderson house. Okay. Well, I just saw that page, so I want to get that before we do anything else.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
Yeah, give me a minute. I'm gonna just collect all the stuff that I couldn't grab while I was doing that because that was crazy. That was very cool, but that was crazy. Should I switch to this? Let's get this bad boy going. Do you think there's anything else I should go and have a look for? I didn't really get to go out that way properly. Where was that page? Somewhere here? Whatever was here that blew up, it was on the floor. Is that a page? I'm sure it was a page. It was... Maybe I can't get it because I blew it up. That would suck. That's the last one of those
Deputy
ones.
Mulligan tuned Thornton's chatter out. He didn't think riders were particularly useful people, and a huge manhunt for one stuck him as idiotic. Certainly not worth the missed opportunity for coffee and pie. It wasn't even clear what the man had done, except run from them at the trailer park. Mulligan knew he wasn't alone. The sheriff's patience with the Fed was running out.
Okay. I want to go back where I was a minute ago though, because I don't feel like I explored all that bit. Did I? Can I go back? I was like, was that the place where I found the cache? Oh, that was really cool with the music and everything. As I say, I don't know if I'll be able to actually include it or if it's gonna like block it, because that's annoying when they do that. Hopefully they won't. Where was that? I'm sure that there was a page where that shed thing blew up, which I thought was here, but I don't see a page. Which way do you want to go, Barry? Looked like there was a page on it. I hope I didn't blow it up. Probably did now, just to be annoying. It looked like it was here, but there's not enough like explosion remnants surely for that to be the spot. There's a light up there. Is that where Barry wants to go? In there? It's like a... I don't know where I should be going or where I should just like hesitate to go. He wants to go in there, so I can't climb up that. Okay. What we got, Barry? We're going in here, are we?
See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it.
This is just gonna be our mascot
I'll come
now.
back for
We're
it
gonna have
once we
the
have the place secured.
cut just following us around.
That's been my biggest worry all this
Yeah.
time.
For sure.
We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
Oh.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Okay. So we can connect it to the tractor and pull it away. That up there is obviously for something. I'm not sure what yet. Go up this ladder. Might be things out here though. So let's just have a look around first. Something electrical over there. Gonna probably have to come back and deal with. Is that a flickery something there? Yep. Oh, that's the last of those ones.
As
We've
the
only got two left of
deputies
the others.
hauled Wake and Wheeler away, Agent Nightingale eagerly examined the stack of papers Wake had been carrying. It was incomplete, a collection of random pages, but there was enough. He saw his own name in there, among others. His hand shook with emotion. Finally, it was proof. He had been right all along.
What was it he was thinking though? Like, what put him on my trail? We missed something significant that has led to him chasing me. And this thing better not come alive. I'm feeling vulnerable right now. Yeah, what's put him on my trail? What if it was me? What if I sent him something to make him come? I'm not sure what the purpose would be. Might be some strange plot advancing thing, but I can't see the benefit of us writing about Nightingale to come and chase me without any reason.
I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll solve all day long.
Very low bar.
It makes me very intractable, serious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
I'm gonna take you for granted, Barry.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Oh, just lifting it. Do I have to come back down? So I know I can survive it because I fell off accidentally. After you? You wanna go first? No? Why not? Oh, I've got more ammo for this. Let's reload. Reload everything. And then we know that we're good to go. That's only got 1 shot left. I've still got 4 flashbangs though. So I've just got to remember I've got flashbangs.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
They did. They did
Look at all
like
this
the
stuff.
Viking
They must
stuff.
have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
I keep seeing flickers of stuff, and I don't know if it's just my torch like shining off of stuff, or if it's actually I'm seeing things. Can't carry any more revolver ammo. Oh, they're stocking me up. There's going to be a big fight going up. Hunting rifle. I don't even have a hunting rifle at the moment. I've got a shotgun. Go upstairs. There's a thermos there. I reckon there'll be a page in here somewhere. Maybe it's upstairs. I don't want to fight the boat. Don't make me fight the boat. Oh, is that a page? There's a page. Has it got something about the Tor Anderson brothers?
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
Oh. I do like all the stuff we've got around though. It's pretty
The
cool.
Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Ah, is that so? Oh. Batteries. Oh, can't carry any more batteries. I am well stocked at the moment, and that makes me a bit nervous. Can I read this? I can. The old gods of Asgard, 1975 Ragnarok tour, that be awed by celestial wrath and fury. That's the tour. They had a pretty good run from the sound of it. And if that was their music playing, I liked it. Right up my street. I'm not sure I like that I've left Barry down there by himself though.
Oh, good going, Al!
Might not say that in a second. Uh-oh. Reload. Is there one behind me? No, it's in front of me. Yay. Someone somewhere. Like, I know you're here, I can hear you. Fall before my mighty torch. Oh. Reload. Hurry up. It's not reload that fast enough. You right down there, Barry? You... Where are you? Barry? Oh no. Did I get Barry? It is. Where are you? Ah! Will you stay still? That's so nippy. Ah! Drop a torch. Flare. Thing. I don't know where he is. I don't like these ones. I find them really hard to fight. Still not down. Got loads of batteries. I'm just going outside.
I think we can make it through here, Al.
Uh-oh. I don't know if the zippy one's still alive. What's this? Reload. Everything. Reload. So Barry's fine. He's okay. He's out here somewhere. I assume that was the zippy guy, was it? Where did you go, Barry? Don't touch the cables. That'll be bad times for us. Oh, my shotgun out. Oh no. Well, let's get away from that car, shall we? Ow. Stop it! Oh, wait. Oh, that was wasted. Oh, I got electrocuted by the thing. Where's the checkpoint? Is it when I went outside? Whoa! Oh, I've got to deal with that bloody guy again. It takes a lot of bullets if you don't do headshots. Okay. So how many did I have of the flare gun? Just the one. Okay, we will... Maybe I get the flashbangs out, because there's quite a lot of guys. Run over here a little bit. The car is still going. Can I get that from all the way over here? No. Okay, I have a flashback though, so I might be able to just deal with it if it doesn't come flying at me. Got enough batteries to load. I think we're near the end of this chapter, so there's no point in holding on to my batteries too much, because... Oh, you're in there? Why are you in there? How do I get in there? Because they're just gonna probably get taken away from me in the next episode again. So they like doing that. Barry? Oh, you're there. Okay. I need one more page, I think, Barry, and then we've got them all. If you spot one, let me know. I suppose it could be the notes that the brother's written. Is this their house? This doesn't look like a house.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Oh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
Okay.
The door was barred from the other side. I'd have to find another way.
Does that mean I've got to go back out again? Or is there another way within here? I don't see a way within here. Means I've got to go back out again. Unless there was something on the floor that I could deal with. Maybe I would have thought there would be something in there rather than me having to leave again. Climb this ladder. Oh, there's a door here.
Be careful, Al!
Yeah, I know. Just looking for things at the moment. There's lots of shotgun ammo. That doesn't fill me with joy. I love having shotgun ammo, but it doesn't fill me with joy when it means that I'm gonna have to deal with big guys, probably, I was gonna say.
You okay, Al?
Yep.
good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Is that a radio? There might be a radio nearby. Might be up there. Sounds like staticky stuff anyway. How are we doing on time? We're running a bit long, but... This sounds like a radio. Let's see what they were. It's like behind things. Maybe it's further up? Still? There is a radio. Heavy duty lantern. That's what I've got, is it? Does that just count as batteries when I've already got one?
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but... Definitely, Pat. Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the
I'm
trouble
hearing lots
seems
of
to be
people
coming
walking
from
around.
grown men. People who ought to know better, Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat. Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
So I'm about to get attacked up here. I'm not sure how going up and up and up and up here is supposed to help me open the door outside. Oh, never mind. I think I figured it out. Is that a nice light for me here, though? I do appreciate a good light. We're definitely going to get attacked down there, though, because they've just stocked me up with full batteries and a ton of
had to
shotgun.
be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
You're not about to come alive, are you? Okay. Revolver. Flares. Can't pick up any more batteries. I think this thing's gonna come and attack me. I wonder if my flashbangs would help against that. This silo is not silo, this flippin' harvester is absolutely about to come and attack me, isn't it? Oh man. Hello.
Got to be kidding me.
Ow! Yeah, I don't want to get caught with that. Do these work? Uh-oh. Yeah! I did kill it! Yeah! Flashbangs to the win. Uh-oh. How far away I can realistically shoot that guy, but Are there now? Uh-oh. Was there anything in your shed that you were hiding in? For me? No? Oh! Climb? Do I want to go there? Wait. I think that's probably how I help Barry, but I just want to check if there's anything out here. Oh, I suppose I need Barry, don't I? So maybe... I was just wondering whether... Will we be coming back? We'll probably be coming back in here, won't we? I don't know whether my last page is gonna... Ah! Crap! Did I stand on a goop patch or something? I'm not sure what that was about. Stubbed my toe really hard. Yeah, because if we're going to that house, we'll be going back in there, right? Hopefully. I'm just not wanting to miss my last page. Is this the door? Because... Oh, silent. Why is it so flickery? Where is this? Oh, it's there. I'm like totally freaking out about where the hell I am.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yes. Hi,
Yeah,
you right?
it's me. Hang on.
Hey, let's go, man.
If you spot another page, let me know. The last page might be what we're coming here for. I think there's only one, isn't there? Yeah, just one more. It might be that it's what we're coming here for because they said that they've written the notes down.
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy. Ah! Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there.
Yeah, don't jinx
This
it.
farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
It is.
We should feel right at
I
home
like
then.
it. Alright, while I'm here, I'm just gonna double check around just to make sure I haven't missed anything obvious.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
I feel like we're gonna get attacked again. I don't feel like I used enough stuff, but maybe it's just because it was easier to kill that thing than it could have been because I threw loads of flashbangs at it, which seemed to knock off a fair amount of its darkness. I don't see anything else over that way. Oh, look at this place. That is so cool. Oh. Old gods know the truth. They do. These two did anyway. I wonder if I can go anywhere in there. Let me just have a quick peek outside just to make sure there's nothing around the back or anything. I like how they've made it look... obviously it's got the bones of like a normal house, but they've made it kind of more Viking-esque. I don't think there's anything out here, is there? Hopefully it's that the last page is what we've come for. Because otherwise I'll have missed one page. That was a door. Did Barry go in without me? I thought he was behind me. This is a really cool house.
The lights are out. Guess we better check the fuse box.
Where's the fuse box? Coffee thermos? In the bathroom? Okay. Where are you going? You want to go upstairs, are you? Okay, well we're looking around downstairs first. Oh, they're like rockets for their stage, I guess. Somebody ripped the fridge door off. Rude. Another thermos. I like all the shields and stuff they've got laying around. Bedroom. I was gonna say, I'm not sure why they'd have the bedroom downstairs, but I suppose they're getting older, so they might not want to go upstairs as much. What's that?
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Fragile? So whatever that is what we're going to need to examine in a second. Don't think there's anything else down here.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the
Oh,
booby.
know the truth.
Come on, Al, let's get the lights on, huh?
Paige.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Yeah, and they're not gonna tell me. Yay, got 'em all. No. Okay. Fuse box is that way, so can I go in any of these rooms? Not that one. Ooh. Not that one. Why would the fuse box be up in this bedroom? Is that from downstairs? Find the lady of the light.
Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Play the record. Right.
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the
I was gonna say, given the circumstances, I'd probably do exactly the same.
I'm sorry about that. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
He passed out. Oh, it's not over yet. Oh. Alright. Interesting. Oh. Oh, this is what the page was on about, where we were like,
Alice, I'm coming.
the missing
It's
week.
all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine.
I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark.
I don't want to
Alice
go
would
ahead
have
and
never
like,
turned the
interrupt
lights
him.
off.
That's because they went out.
Alice? Alice!
Oh. What are we gonna see?
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness.
Are we gonna go down to the water? Oh, he dives in.
Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
This is cool. Might answer some questions.
Alice.
Maybe
Jagger
this is why
had
this is called
Alice,
the truth.
and so she had me.
Jagger had Alice. Barbara Jagger. Oh.
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
Ooh. Why would she want me to go back inside like that? What is she after? Is
The
this,
dark presence had touched me.
is this
She
where
had
she
dug her
traps
nails
me
into my
originally, do you
brain and
think?
used me, made me
That's
her
the
puppet.
missing week, and then somehow we escaped. And that's where we're sort of then in like a weird time loop paradox
She
thing.
must be here somewhere.
She's sending me up to
Maybe
my room where
upstairs
my
in the
typewriter
study.
is.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's
Because
not
this
here.
is
You
the
were foolish to
place
think
from
so.
the TVs.
No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do.
So this is how she got him to start writing the manuscript. So yeah, maybe it's that's what he was doing the first week, and then
You can
he
write her
changed it,
back. The story will come true.
and he
and
brought
all
himself
will
then
be well
into
again.
the thing rather than being
She
stuck in the
had
room.
Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her.
Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
Make my stomach good. She saw us.
I wrote it.
I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
Ooh.
I had woken up, confused and groggy.
My mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape.
And he took the pages then and scattered them.
The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
And then he crashed because he was like super groggy. Oh, and that brings us full circle.
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Oh! Oh no! What a way to end it. Damn it. Now I'm all like, oh, I need to see the next bit, and I can't. Top time. Oh, that was really cool. End of episode 4. Wow. So, it is a bit of like a loop thing, because he was stuck in the dark for a week, or in the dark's presence for a week, writing the manuscript, which he then managed to change enough to include himself in it, and then escape, and then everything that we've been doing is everything he's already written. So I've already written what I'm going to be doing next. It's not that I'm going to end up getting caught in the dark because I've already escaped from it, because that was the missing week. So I was half thinking that whatever was going to happen, we were going to end up getting caught by the dark, and then we'd start writing the manuscript. But that's already actually happened, and that's why the page is there, and Zane's dropping the pages, and oh my god, my brain! This is really cool. That was a good little, like that was a good episode for, like, all of everything being revealed, like, with what's his name? Hartman? And Mott, and then now Zane and the Anderson brothers, and how it all links together and all this stuff, and it's cool. That was really good. I think that was probably my favourite episode so far, just because of all the things suddenly, like, being like, ba-da-da-da. It was really cool. And I liked the bit with the stage and the music. I hope I can include that. I might just have to take a hit on it being claimed. The problem is that sometimes when they claim things, they block them from certain regions, and then the video won't appear to people, so that's why I kind of try and take it out sometimes, but hopefully it won't block it. But that was really cool. That was cool. Ah, my brain is just like, so we've just been arrested, so I don't know what our plan will be, because we think still that the Dark Presence has Alice. Even though she said that she drowned, it's likely that she has actually got her. Well, it's possible that she's got her. She might have drowned her. Alice could be gone. It's possible. But how far ahead had we written is the question. Because he didn't write the ending. So what happens when we run out of manuscript? Do we make our own ending, or what? Very cool, very cool. I'm enjoying this a lot. Alright, let's just... No, a chance to dream. We're going to the main menu somehow. Where is it? Quit menu. Okay. Yes, we want to quit. Ooh. A dam? Is that Cauldron Lake? Did we know about a dam at Cauldron Lake? Don't know. What's the next episode called? Manuscript. The Clicker, which just gives me The Last of Us vibes. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be that. I don't know what the Clicker will be, but oh man, that was a really satisfying episode with everything that went on. Some of those fights were quite tough, where there was a lot of people just rushing at you and things. I'm still not very good at the combat, I don't think, but We survived. We got through it. Took a little while. A few attempts at a few different things in that whole episode, actually, because in the first half there was the fight with the birds and the guy was a bit tough as well. Awkward, more of dealing with birds and things and other things and flying at you and not having a lot of stuff at one point. So I've just been arrested, so that's going to lose all my stuff again, isn't it? Damn it, damn it, damn it. My lovely big torch. I had the huge torch. They've taken it away from me. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave this here for now. And on the next episode, we will start on episode 5 and see where we go from here. We're going to have been in a prison cell, but we might get some more truth or more information about what's going on with Nightingale and why he's after us. Obviously, he thinks that we're some sort of murderer because of our manuscript. But I'm curious how he's gotten onto us in the first place with that. Whether Wake has written something in to bring him into town and what the benefit of that would be. I'm not sure. And how we're going to get out of that, because we're obviously going to get out of jail. Maybe because the sheriff will let us go or something, because she'll be like, you can't hold them on any of this stuff. There's nothing, there's no evidence. You've just got a script he's written. Like, it's like, there's no bodies, there's literally no bodies, because they poof into a light. So yeah, that'll be interesting. But for now we are done. So thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you on the next one.